So this is really impromptu. Omar came into my clinic for something else, and I could feel when he walked in. So Omar's a client of mine in Toa Clinic, but not on the healing side. And when he walked in, we were about to do his treatment, and Omar had told me that he'd gone to a number of funerals, and I could feel something around you. I was like, okay, you brought somebody with you. And normally I wouldn't go into this, but what had happened was I could feel these people in the room and they were insistent. So I said, okay, we're going to have to channel these people come through. And his mom and his brother came through, who are both passed. And I had to do it. So we haven't done this treatment. We both have tissues in our hands because we were both crying. So when I channel, I let the soul sit in my body and speak. Have you ever had this done before? Has this ever happened to you? No. And you're a Muslim, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And Muslims don't believe this, right? I was born a Muslim. So first of all, I mean, we were both in tears, and I don't know this personal stuff about you, right? So, first of all, how did you feel about it all, and the stuff that was being said that was coming from me that I didn't know, and that you're like, oh my God, this is all true?
I was shocked. I was because, like you said, I didn't even know that you'd actually done this. Mm-hmm. So when you told me that you can sense the spirits and you need to get this done, at first I was a bit skeptical, obviously.
Yeah.
But then you started talking, and yeah, I just kind of broke down, and
yeah,
I didn't actually know what to say.
So I said to Omar that I learn from the spirits about what actually happens after, during, and yeah, so there was information that came through about I think, was it your dad and your brother? Yeah, your dad came first and then your brother came. And they generally basically give information, right? So I don't remember everything when it happens, purely because I have to switch off the part of my mind that...
With my mum, it was more of... she was kind of telling me that I've got to kind of believe more in myself, because she passed on the self-doubt to me. And when you said that, it kind of, that's when I knew that it was actually true. I mean, I'm trying to tear up now and everything. Mm-hmm. But because I've got a lot of stuff planned, but when I get to the door, or the virtual door of me saying, all right, this is the next step that I need to do, I just block it out, or black out. I just got into like a freeze.
So with your mum, what was she saying to you again?
She was telling me to believe more in myself, and to basically stop feeling sorry for myself and stop taking the blame for everything.
Yeah.
My brother kind of said something similar, but she kind of set it off.
Yeah. So the message was clear, that what they wanted to give to you. Yeah, I mean, it was intense for me, because obviously I didn't know the personal side of Omar's life, and I didn't know about his mum or his brother. But when I channel, I feel everything that person felt when they died. So I was saying to him, was there something wrong with his heart? And Omar said, well, he always used to say, my heart, but I never believed him. And obviously I obviously didn't know that, because we've never discussed your brother or any members of your family. But yeah, so for me, I could feel, I mean, do you want me to talk about can I talk about it all? So I had a sense that his brother died of an overdose, and you said it was an accidental overdose.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened through the channeling was that it wasn't accidental. So it was very clear to me, because the brother was speaking and it wasn't accidental, and he was looking for a way out. And then you told me that he had, you know, like the accidental overdose, and also he said he fell out of a window.
Mm-hmm.
But we now...
I knew the story that he told me just didn't add up anyway, so for falling out the window, that just didn't wash for me, but I just didn't actually know how that happened to him.
Yeah.
But
So he'd keep...
And now he most probably chucked himself off a bridge, because there's no bridge next to his house. So unless he'd done that and then got a taxi somewhere back to the house.
That's what you're saying.
Mm.
Okay. Right, so you're saying when he jumped from the window, that wouldn't... Oh, so he's saying he jumped but from a window, which is how he broke his foot.
But he said he hung from 13, 15 foot. He's slightly taller than me. So if you hang from 13, 15 foot, this much off the floor, you're not going to shatter your ankle.
Right,
12
so
places.
now you know what happened. Okay. And then something came up. I said to Omar, I said, I don't know why crack cocaine is coming up. And you said that there was people taking heroin and crack in his hostel. And you said that you didn't think he took it, and I said he did. And then you said, well, the coroner said he had track marks on his leg, and you didn't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So in this channeling, what basically happened was the truth came out, and your brother needed you to know that.
Mm-hmm.
And also other family stuff came up. And we're recording this just because I can't record my clients. I really cannot, in any sort of healing situation, record my clients. I've never ever done this with any of my clients. Omar didn't come in as a client for a healing. And as we were talking and discussing what happened afterwards, I said, oh, this would be great to record, you know, as a lesson for other people. And you said, let's do it. So that's why we're doing it. And then I said something about, what were we saying about love? That your brother...
Yeah, he's... remember when you was talking to him, he was saying, I don't want to come back. And you was telling him that he has to come back.
To know what love is.
Understand what love is, yeah. And then I then told you that me and him actually had a conversation about love. And we both kind of agreed that it's not for everybody. And then we kind of carried on the conversation. That's when he said, we need to record this.
Yeah, so his brother didn't... So what happened is that a brother was told that he had to reincarnate. Now, Omar, in his religious belief, doesn't believe in reincarnation. I was born not to believe in reincarnation, but the spirits never lie. The spirits and the souls of people don't lie. And the fact that your brother said, I don't want to come back, and I said, you need to come back to know what love is, and then you said to me, oh my gosh, we had this discussion because neither of us really knows what love is, and we just accepted that love isn't for everyone. So my take on this is that every single soul, your brother has to come back to know what love truly is, and that is, and he was given a choice: either come back as an animal that is loved in a house, or come back as a child with loving parents, right? Because you didn't have those loving parents, unfortunately. They were dealing with their own stuff, and the same with me. But I'm a teacher, I'm a guru. I found love within myself. I know what I am as the energy of love, and as human beings we need to know ourselves as the energy of love, otherwise you're going to reincarnate, because every aspect of a human being is a small aspect of God. It's God's soul, God's breath, right? One breath, I'm breathing the same as you. So, and what God wants is for you to know love. It's like, no, child, you need to know what love is, so that when you die, you'll be like, oh, I know what love is.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question? What made you tell him that he has to come back to know enough?
Because I'm an earth angel, so I'm doing God's work.
Okay.
So when I speak, it's not really me as a human speaking.
Okay.
It's like angelic messages. So I communicate that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I was just wondering because literally just then, because obviously every soul, but when souls don't pass over, it's because they've got a lesson to learn, and it's not always love. It could be something else.
Could be something else.
But
yeah.
you just jumped on that one straight away. That's why it was kind of crazy, because we had the previous conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. His lesson was love. And I mean, what can I say? When people ask me, how do you know this? How do you do this? You know, I try and explain it in a way that people can understand. Is that I believe I'm an earth angel or a messenger of God or a channel for God to work through. So you're right. How do I know that your brother's lesson was love? Because when I said it, listen, you need to learn a lesson. God is speaking through me. That's the only thing I can say.
He didn't even question. He didn't even question you.
He didn't question me. Yeah. Yeah. How do you think it's made you grow? Because you listening to this, and obviously something's just happened to you right now that you've never experienced before and that you didn't believe in. Trust me, I didn't believe in any of this either. Then it started happening to me. I didn't believe it, you know, but I had to go with it because I'm like, this is helping people. Like, how has this, what's just happened now, helped you?
It's confirmed a few things for me. Obviously it's confirmed about my mum and my brother, the feelings that were kind of unspoken and that.
Yeah.
But also it's confirmed to me because years and years and years ago I read a palmistry book about coming back and past lives and...
Did you?
Yeah, and when you said to him, you got to come back, and he's like, I don't want to come back, it just blew my mind, because that kind of also confirmed what I believed from years ago, that we are here to learn and teach rather than just live a life on earth.
I mean, life on earth is beautiful if we allow it, but some people have a purpose. And okay, I have this clinic, and I used to be an actor, and I kind of gave it all up, but this was my service. And as much as I try and sometimes go, oh, I don't really want to do this, and I've tried to give it up. I have tried to say, I don't want to do this anymore, because on an energy level, it does, you know, it's like, I can't do my job now. You were meant to come in later today, because his appointment was actually earlier today. And I kind of double booked, and I was like, okay, can you come in last appointment? And he said, yeah. So we wouldn't have been able to have done this if I had another client. So the universe conspired for you to come in at this time, and it was meant to happen. But what I think is going on now, once you've heard that, is that you yourself can shift. You understand there's a lesson in love. You understand, okay, love does exist, and that the reason why maybe you didn't think that, and your mum coming back to say that she tried her best, and that you feeling the guilt that you could have helped your brother, all of this, I mean, that's a lot for you to let go of and shift from.
I don't think it's set in yet, because obviously this wasn't supposed to happen today. So in my brain, I'm going to go home and I'm just going to try and process it.
Yeah.
I'm most probably going to cry some more.
Cry because you need to, yeah.
I'm most probably going to laugh and just think, what the heck?
I'm going to laugh because it's in a good way, and like that, you know, I'm happy that that's happened. Because I know you've had to deal with a number of funerals, haven't you, like this month? Mm-hmm. So, and I thought it was going to be them people coming through, but no, it was your brother and your mum. But that needed to be done. Yeah, pass some more tissue. We've got loads.
Yeah, give me that.
That's a big one, isn't it? It needed to be done, and you know what? As I said, it was a blessing that you were born to me. I don't think you came in here for a treatment. I think you were guided here because I think these two things, your mum and your brother, was weighing really, really heavy on your mind.
They have been. I literally had an argument with my brother last night.
Did you?
Because obviously, because of the drink, his opportunities were limited. So I tried to kind of help him. But we've got another, he's not our blood brother, but he's our brother. They grew up like from when they was like that. But he's a community leader. So I'm trying to help him. And I said to Martin, don't get angry because you didn't have the right opportunities in front of you. That's why I couldn't help you.
Right. So your brother said now when he came through for you not to feel guilty and it wasn't your fault. And so now you're telling me this story.
Yeah.
So maybe there's a part of you that's helping this guy because you're trying to compensate.
I mean, definitely, yeah.
But listen.
But it's not just for that.
Yeah, because it's another brother that you don't want to lose to alcohol.
Yeah, I haven't, throughout his life, I haven't really been there for him. This guy, he's a pinnacle of society. Like, he's took on his sister's 2 kids when he was 19, when he had 2 kids of his own and another kid. Like, he had a bag of kids from 19 and he dealt with it. And now he's a community leader.
Amazing. And you're saying he's drinking though?
No, he's not drinking. He's alright.
Oh, okay.
But it's Martin was drinking.
Oh yeah.
But it's because of his drinking why I couldn't help him with his opportunities. But I can help Anthony with his opportunities.
But what are you doing for yourself?
Well,
this is the other thing, is that you're not to forget yourself in all of this.
No, part of me is with this company because I've formed a company. Me and Andy's gonna run it. It's an education company to help disadvantaged kids.
So it's an education company to help. Amazing. Amazing.
So that's me.
So that's you completing your karma. Right? That's you completing your karma, which is beautiful. See, this is the thing, is that when you're here, if you complete the karma, if you complete the work, then you don't come back. Because you go as a pure soul, understanding all the lessons, why you were here, what happened in your past lives, that you keep coming back, and you'll see that there's patterns in your life, that you keep making the mistakes. So as I'm saying this, I'm thinking of mine right now, because even though I'm a healer and a teacher, I'm like, okay, because every client that I have, every time something like this happens, I'm learning from it, I start to know more. And it's because when the spirit, the soul comes back and they're talking through me, I'm learning from them, because when someone has passed, they come back. When they come back, come with lessons. And we must listen to everything they say. And I know you've got a big responsibility because he kept talking about your sister. And I know that's a responsibility, but you will get through to her.
I am slowly.
You will get through to her.
I am. We had a deep conversation the other day after the argument that she had with somebody.
Good. See, that's all good.
So she's getting there, but it's just a slow process at the moment.
Well, how long have we spoken for? I think that's enough. So we didn't intend this to happen. Literally, it's just happened. And as I said, Omar was gracious enough to say that, Sophia, I'll do it. And he was like, let's set up a meeting to do it. I'm like, no, let's just do it real. I've got mascara running down my face. Your eyes are red from crying, but it's fine because, and we don't even have mics. So I'm I have mics, but it wasn't, because we were in the moment, it was just like, let's just be real. So yeah, I hope you guys have learned something from this. Maybe we'll do an Omar on Sophia show. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe we will. But yeah, guys, I'm going to go so Omar can go home and I can have something to eat. But yeah, We'll check in soon.
Okay, thank you.